Hey, good morning. Uh, Basically, what I'm going to be doing here today, I was driving the other day and my check engine light came on my 528i BMW, and it started stalling just a little. I noticed I lost power. What I did was took it into one of your local auto parts stores, and they connected it in the little device, the machine, which I'm going to purchase. But anyway, it told me that my coil 5 is misfiring. Now to take that into service, to have that done, it's like $700-800 job at the dealership. And if it comes to the BMW, I like to know if someone's going to work on it, they know what they're doing, or I'm going to research it and get all the knowledge and know about that I know how. I come from a family that knows a lot about engine and mechanics. I have two brothers that are certified ASC mechanics. My father, a certified mechanic, and so I did some research. And what I'm going to be doing is replacing all of my spark plugs and also coil 5. Which is right here. I went to I don't know if you can see that there, but that's a picture of it. What I have already did was loosen the 2 screws that goes here at the top to take off the cover. I didn't have to pull it all the way out because I'm just going to be lining it up on the side here. I started some of the work already. Should have got it from the beginning. There's a way to take it completely off all the way, but I'm going to stop up into here. So I'm going to be changing the first 3 spark plugs here, which I already got one in. And I'm getting ready to take this one here out. If you can see how bad that spark plug is, I'm going to get up there. See how far that is down? And that's the original BMW spark plug, if you can see that at the bottom. The original BMW spark plug that came from the... So this thing is basically like it's never been changed. Okay. Now, if you can see the difference in the gap in this one, this is the new one. And you can see how close that is. And so that was the misfiring. It was too far of a gap. And this is going to be the second one. So I went ahead and bought my my socket that has the rubber boot in it. Basically, that's to give me a good firm grip on. You can see this here. Give me a good firm grip. So when that goes in there, it doesn't come out. It's just locked, and you pull it out. That was a lock grip, and this is a universal. Costs like about 13 bucks at your auto parts store. Okay. So I already changed the first spark plug, getting ready to change the second one. These are my coils that I pull out. Now, what I did was did some research, and it was telling me it's a straight 6 here that goes down, the 6 plugs. So this will be coil 1, this will be 5, the next one will be 3, then the next one will be 6, then 4, and so on. That's how it's firing. So I'm figuring here, from the research, it's telling me the second one here should be coil 5. If anyone knows, if it's not correct, you can comment on this video, but I did some research on it, and it's telling me the second, if you start from the first countdown, your second coil 5 should be the second, your second coil. So as I take them out, it doesn't matter if you take out all your coils and you're going to replace. If all your coils are good, it doesn't matter which order your coils go into. But if you're looking for a bad coil, then you need to make sure you know which one. So this is the first coil that I take out, so I number. This is the second. This should be number 5. So if I'm going to replace this one here, that's with this one here, which is right here. When got that coil there. Now that coil there costs like about cost me like 63 bucks. And this is the original one for the BMW 5 Series. So, okay. And when you take those off, this right here kind of like snap back a little like that, and it's gonna push your connector cable out. Okay, so that is the new one. This is the one that I'll be putting here in the second one, which is 5. But first, what I'm going to do is check all the spark plugs. Make sure all the spark plug, because it just could have been a spark plug that is bad and the coil is okay. If you misfiring on the spark plug, it'll tell you that cylinder or coil 5 is misfiring. So that's what you want to do. If the cylinder is okay, if the cylinder was bad, then you got another whole problem. So I'm going to continue this work here. I'm going to go ahead and pull this here out. Then I'll start on the next one. And so these first 3 here, usually the BMW spark plugs are good up to 100,000 miles. This one here has like about 90,000. When I got it's like 89,000 miles. So it's good for another 12, 13,000 miles before I have to change it. But since I'm going to change one spark plug, I might as well go ahead and do them all, get them all out of the way, so I don't have to worry about it later. So I'm going to put all new spark plugs in it. And you want to get the NGK spark plug. That's the original spark plug made for this here car here. Okay, so stay tuned. Okay, I hope that you can kind of see this video. I'm trying to work here. I don't have the best of video recording, but I hope that you can see that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and pull out that second socket, which is right here. I mean, the second spark plug. And so you want to get you an extension, especially ones that can lock, so you don't have that piece fall down into that, and then you have a real problem trying to get it out. Okay, let's put a little torque on it, and we're going to see how that, once it's loose, you can just basically twist it. Here, your socket, and that piece will come right on out. Now, this is your misfiring. If you can see that there, I don't know if you can see the tip of that plug. But you see how bad that is? There's really no connection in between here. I know the video is kind of bad, but if you can see how far that piece is down, it's almost 8 all the way off. Okay, compared to the new one that I'm going to put in there, I'm going to show it to you. Which I have it up here. I'm going to put them side by side so you can see the difference. Give me a favor, I'm going to see if I can give you a better shot of this. Okay, if you can see here, this is the new spark plug. It's set at 4.00.4. I had it written on the box. These BMW plugs, they should be set at this setting right there. Should be 0.044. If you see it right there, that's what these the 5 series 528i series should be. The settings for the spark plugs, the gap between that should be a 0.044. That's the gap. That's the firing position that spark plug should be in. So if you could see the difference here, that is the new spark plug. These, they came preset, so I already tested. If I'm not sure, you can get the spark plug setting piece at any one of the auto parts store. It costs what, $1, $2 or something, some change. But look at the old one. See how that is 8 and all the way through? Look at the gap in that. But then look at the gap in this one here. You see the difference? I'm trying to give you a good video. I'm sorry. It's kind of grady there. But as you can see, that's a better. You can see the gap in between that. And look at that. Almost completely gone. That's the one that we're missing on. That's cylinder 5. Okay? So it goes 1, 5, 3, 4, 6.2. That's the firing series that goes in. So that right there will be 5, and that's the one that we're replacing. Now it says, you know, replace coil 5. What I suggest, like I said earlier, replace the spark plugs first. And if the spark plugs work, then you know it's not the coil. You can, hey, you could take that back or save yourself some money. That's 61 bucks. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just put the coil in. I purchased it. But that's what you could do to save the money. So that's the old one. I'm gonna pop in a new one. It's already preset. Okay.